All right, it's saying that we're coming up live. Let me just check our feed. How's it going, everybody? It's Thursday night. Saying that we're coming up. All right, I like that. That's working now. So it's Thursday night. Tonight we're going to be talking about the number one thing in your business that could be killing your business, is probably killing your business. And that one thing is not building a list. And this is one thing that I heard over and over and over and over and over as I was growing a bunch of different companies, in trying to grow a bunch of different companies, right? Your money is in your list. The low average now, really, about the average is about $1 per month per person on your list. So if you're struggling in your internet business, in your affiliate marketing business, in your MLM business, whatever you got going on out there, look at that and see if your numbers compare to your list. If you have no list, then you're probably not making anywhere near as much as you could be, unless you're really talented, unless you really juggle a lot of emails, a lot of follow-up. You have a product that just is in super high demand. It now takes 10 or more times to connect with your prospect to convert that prospect into a sale. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to show you some ways. We're going to show you the program that we use. Program, I call it the page builder that we use, that's very affordable to make custom pages for anything that we got going on. I see Robin Williams has popped in here. She's been making some awesome pages lately and showing me some of what she's got going on there to sell some of her stuff as well. So the funnel builder that we use is really cool. It looks like you're standing up, Robin. Are you standing up? Okay. All right. The funnel builder that we use is really super easy, drag and drop, and it's one of the most affordable out there on the market. I know. I got an email yesterday that basically said, let me see if I can find it real quick. It basically said that there, in a couple of different reports, one of the biggest takeaways is use a capture page. A few years ago, I came across another report. Again, the number one mistake marketers make, not using a capture page. A more recent report, the same number one mistake, not using a capture page. So I decided to do my own, and this is the email that I got, not me saying this, but this person decided to do their own informal survey and was amazed that 66% of the ads that they came across went straight to an affiliate page or a blog or direct sales site. So the problem with what happens there is that there's no way to then get back a hold of your customer. So you have to be able to collect some information. All right, so my name is Jim Hall. We're going to dig into this a little further and tell you a little bit more about what we are offering. We do come here every Thursday night with an offer. We are selling our business, and we want to help you to use this page that you're on also to sell your business, to sell what we're doing together. Does that make sense? So anyways, I've been doing this internet marketing thing for 25 years, something like that. Actually, when I met Christy 28 years ago, she was amazed that I was already sending email from my computer, and she hadn't even really heard of email yet. There wasn't the internet as it's known today, and I was already marketing and selling stuff online, if you want to say that. So I've been doing this a long time. I've learned a whole lot. I'm a bit of an expert on the computer. I do have a degree in computer programming, and this is my passion. I love helping people. It's one of those things that I would do if I wasn't getting paid for it. So I enjoy it, and I sit here a lot of the day and do this, and then we come here every Thursday night to help you out. Anybody want to announce themselves and get to talking? Looks like Robin's got her mouth too full to be talking.
Danny, let me expand this. Oh, let me expand. All right. Robin gonna talk, or is she got she's muted. All right, I'll go. I'll go, Jim. A great introduction, Jim, of the night's topic and also just your background. Hey, everyone, my name is Louis Jolly, and, the three of us, Robin, Jim, and I have met up through online marketing a year ago, a little over a year ago now. And then we found out we're all veterans and we all have a heart and desire to help other people, get established with their business online, whatever that might be. And we market the tools that people would need for that. I had great success last year, and I don't do it full time like Jim is working on and stuff, but you've got the best resources right here. I'm going to tell you some secrets right now up front. Robin's our go-to email marketing guru, and Jim is Jim is the guru on just everything else technical about. You can ask a question, and so if you're here tonight, you're connected with one of us three somehow. And if you have questions, put them in the comments, or email one of us, connect with one of us, and we'll be glad to help you along in your journey to hopefully a lifelong of freedom as a freedom entrepreneur. That's it for me, Jim.
Awesome. That was a good point too. If you happen to be on my YouTube watching this video instead of on the page that we talk about a few times, I have put my email on there, so you're welcome to email me and ask for, if you don't have one of our emails to get in touch with us, just ask for whoever's email that you'd like to get in touch with, and I'll get that over to you. So, Robin, you done chomping there?
No, I'm not done chomping. So basically, sorry being ghetto, y'all. I'm late and I'm eating. I'm hungry, so I'll be munching on food while other people talk. I'll try to at least not eat my food while I'm talking. But and I'll try to fix my lighting. That's throwing me off too. So as soon as I finish talking, I'll probably go back over to the light so that you can see more than black silhouette. So again, Robin, been in the military for over 19 years now. Definitely ready to retire. Love my run. But internet marketing is where it's at for me. Is where it's been at for me, honestly, for a while now. But I did stick around to retire from the military. And one of the things that I did learn along the way was that it's important to have the capture page, the squeeze page to collect information for several reasons that we'll go over tonight. I learned that through a journey of felon, how they say fail forward. Basically, I learned that through felon miserably online. And I will say, Louis mentioned that I'm an email guru. I will not claim that whatsoever. I absolutely love the idea of email marketing when I was younger, coming up in the ranks of the military, trying to do business. I tried almost everything, found email marketing, fell in love with it. Didn't know even how to build a business or whatever, but I fell in love with the idea. Finally learned how to build my list a little bit. So I was pretty good at building my list using Instagram, things like that. Horrible at making sales from email marketing, right? Just horrible. Like it got to the point where I questioned, and I kind of have this story in my email series. It got to the point where I questioned that email marketing was even working for anybody outside of like these top gurus that you see on these sales letters and things like that. And it wasn't until we got into this program that we're showing you right now tonight that it's re-sparked that dream for me, right? So I think a little bit, I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse, but I think I can write decent emails when I actually sit down and write them. I can write decent emails based on just telling some stories, based on my admin background. You don't need an admin background. And I say, I don't know if it's a curse or not, because a lot of times people relate to real people, right? I tend to write, not how I talk. And one of the things they teach you in internet marketing or email marketing is to write how you talk And I tend not to, like, especially if you know me from day to day. I do a lot of crazy talk, and I don't talk like that when I write. And it's probably because I have this admin background. But long story short, I got into email marketing. I sparked that desire back up because of this program that we're showing you. And it would not be possible to build that list even when I didn't know what I was doing. And today, if I did not have the tools that we're going to be showing you tonight, because you're going to need very specific tools that we tell you about every Thursday if you showed up. If you're new, you'll learn about them tonight, but you'll need very specific tools, nothing more, in order to have success online. And in order to get to that email marketing, in order to get to relationship building, you have to have this tool that we're going to tell you about. And I know Jim said, I think in the email, and I think I did too, because I swiped his email, that a lot of offline businesses will need this too. I think almost every, like more than not, offline businesses will need this tool. So it's not a matter of if you need it for a business, is you do need it. And it's a matter of, where you get it from, how you utilize it, and things like that. So that was kind of a long introduction, but hopefully it was on point, even if you can't see me.
All good. I can see you pretty okay.
It looks really dark on my end.
Yeah, no, it looks all right here. Yeah.
Oh, I had to brighten up my screen. I'm the only one that was dark though. Y'all were bright. Yeah. I'm like,
that's pretty weird.
Yeah.
So some good points there. Yeah. And I think, online businesses, I think what's the really big appeal about online business is how much cheaper it is to get involved than offline business, right? Because you don't need a storefront or machinery necessarily. I mean, there's some online stuff that maybe you got to have some other stuff, but mostly all you need is your virtual storefront and your way to message your contacts, right? And then be able to take credit card. And then, so everything that happens in that process, we have in the products that we offer here every Thursday night. One thing about offline business, and more and more are going to having a website and being able to collect leads that way. And I was listening to somebody the other day that even said that as they walked around stores and stuff, it said, go to this website and put your email in to, get a coupon or whatever for the store that they were in. And that's something that I've been reading a lot about pizza shops should do that. And actually, since I had read about that, we have a Domino's that opened up in town, and I get a email from Domino's every single day at 4:18 that says Domino's pizza, curbside delivery. Now we're talking 4:19, right? So they should have just set it up to be at 4:20, right? When everybody wants pizza. I don't know why people want pizza at that time, but
so a year ago, no, 2 years, 3, 4 years ago, that would have went over my head. That's how lame I am. My airman set the code to 4:20 to get into the building.
And you didn't know what that was?
Mm-mm.
That's funny. We won't go too far into that speech, but anyways, yeah, but it comes at 4:18, and that must be my my time that I check it for whatever reason. I'm not into that, but there are a bunch that are, and we won't go further into that. But anyways, so let me do a little bit of showing you what's behind the scenes here, so to speak. And I'll share my screen real quick. You may be on a page that looks a whole lot like this page right here. And if you scroll down just a little bit, there's a button here that says Discover Our Surprisingly Lucrative Formula. If you click on this button at any time, you'll get another window to pop up. Why do I have that one still there? That's very interesting. Well, let me fix that, because right now there's nothing you can do at this button right here. So somebody take over the controls for a moment. And I will get that worked out.
Take over the controls or the mic?
Well, just the mic. That's
Okay,
all I
good.
meant.
Because I'm like, woo,
Let me,
yeah.
let me stop my share.
So basically what Jen was about to show you that you'll be able to see shortly is the actual funnel builder. Personally, I think like I'm actually building out a campaign for this funnel builder right now. And the thing that I love and hate the most for this campaign is that you could have affiliate marketers use this. You can have realtors use this. You could have, I almost feel like I need a niche for this, this builder. And I also feel like it's a ton of opportunity for us to actually market this because we haven't gone over this yet, but you get the opportunity to not only utilize this builder in your business, but also make 80% commissions. Okay. So 80% commissions on a $25 product is not a ton of money coming to you, but it adds up. And the stickability is amazing because like we said before, a lot of businesses actually need this and they stick with it. I have customers that doesn't sell any of this stuff, any HBA, right? And they just stick around because they're utilizing it to build their brands, to build their businesses, to whatever, right? And they don't have anything to do with the HBA. And I don't know if you understand why this is powerful, but it's powerful because tools sell, tools are the ones that make the money. And so as I'm building this YouTube campaign, I'm actually excited and kind of like all over the place at the same time because it might be smart for me to create a niche, but the fact that so many people really should be switching over to the HBA, platform, the HBA funnel builder. But so many people in a nutshell actually use this type of builder and they're going to continue to use it because they're going to stick around in the affiliate marketing industry. They're going to stick around in, branding themselves or promoting their real estate business or whatever it is that they're doing. We even have music artists that are building beautiful pages with this builder. I have people that likes to do graphic design and things like that. So the sky is the limit for the amount of people that can actually go ahead and use this. And so that is opportunity for you if you want to go out there and resell it. But again, like I said, I have to figure out what my niche is going to be. Am I going to have a niche? Do I need a niche? I think I'm going to just talk to small home business owners, but do I really want to talk to small home business owners and bring on specific people that I don't want to work with? And not saying I don't want to work with specific people, but there's certain industries that like some people don't want to build out their own funnels for their business. They just want to work on whatever they do, whether they're doing consultation and things like that. So I may have to figure out if I want to talk to a specific person. But the fact of the matter is that it's a ton of people using this builder, and it's definitely something that you should consider if you're one, wanting to build your business, or two, wanting to have resale rights. So I don't know. You look like you're ready, Jim.
I have just some stuff to add to that, Robin. I mean,
okay.
You're talking about niches and if, one of the things that Jim started off with is, the number one thing that businesses, small business, home-based business, no matter if you're doing a small franchise, dustless blasting or whatever it is, you need some kind of a capture page. And we call it the funnel builder, but it's a capture page builder. And it can do much more than that. It can help you with your appointments and all that. But and Robin talked about artists and, musicians and different stuff. And we'll show you one website, flagsforfrontlines.us. And down in the bottom, on most websites, it says this site is powered by XYZ. So you can put a link right there. This site is powered by HBA, because if you're a musician, another people likes your website, they're going to want to know how you built it, right? They might never contact you personally, but you can have a button right there on the bottom as this page is powered by HBA. And when they click on that, you could end up making a commission without even promoting it as a side thing, because that's not your thing. The other thing was I was really excited about, and I told Robin and Jim about this, I think it was this morning, it might have been yesterday, but you know, the tools that we use and we promote, everybody needs them. So when they get them, they don't generally, once you build a website, you're not going to switch unless it's not meeting your needs. And I'm telling you, this program is going to meet your needs. It's the same thing with your autoresponder, the way you're capturing the emails and the names of your clients and stuff. They offer an affiliate program and they pay 33%. And I you know, income disclosure, you know, this is not normal, whatever we need to say, but I got a nice little surprise. I didn't even know it was coming. You know, so just from people saying, hey, I need an autoresponder. You know, I wasn't even promoting it, you know, out there. But as an affiliate, I would make a little bit of money off of each one. Those people are going to keep those their autoresponder, if they're happy with it, for a very, very long time, unless they go out of business. So the tools that we're going to be talking about.
One of the things that I just failed to put in the message, like one of the big reasons why we're here. And when you talked about the music industry again, I was like, wait a minute. Obviously, when people come to your website, or if you don't know, when people come to your website, they never buy on the first, you know, I don't want to say never. Most people don't buy that first exposure of your business, right? And we know this with, you know, affiliate marketing and things like that. It's a common thing where we understand that. If you don't understand that as an affiliate marketer, you should know that. But when you mentioned the music industry, I was thinking of music industry, authors, you know, artists, things like that. Those to me, I don't know about like other people, but those to me are extremely hard things to build. Like, I feel like building a brand around music, and unless you're like epically above and beyond in your industry, I feel like it's kind of hard. If you write a book and you're trying to promote it, I feel like it's really hard. So why not have your marketing efforts put to work and collect the information and utilize these pages to collect the information? Because if I had to put in some of the effort that I see people have to put in for their brands, I don't think I will make it in that industry at all. So I definitely would want to collect that information so that all of my marketing efforts are, put into play as much as possible, because it's a beast out there for those industries. I mean, it's a beast for our industry too, but like, I would not want to have to promote anybody's book or music. And if I did, I want every piece of information I can get and collect, in my autoresponder. So.
Well, and those are good points. And that kind of leads to lead magnets. And we weren't necessarily going to talk about this just yet, but a lead magnet is basically like a lure or a bait, right? If you're fishing and you want to attract a certain type of fish, you would put on a certain kind of bait. So a lead magnet is a lot like that. We would put a bait, we would put some kind of instruction on your page to attract people to your page. So if you were a musician, maybe you would put a sheet of music, or, your top 5 tips on how to, if maybe you were a music instructor, you could put like your top 5 tips of how to play a guitar. And then people would put in their information to gather that. Now, that's not selling your product, but that's getting you known. And then people will actually, get involved with you that way. And so let me go ahead and show you the page that I wanted to show you. And go ahead and refresh your page right now if you're on it. And that way, and I'll pause so that you can get us playing again. And then I'll share my screen, and over here on my screen. So now this button here will go somewhere, but I want to also add that I've put the book back on here, the 30-minute workday book. And this is the book that has changed everything for the three of us, the four of us now here with Richard, casually late. Nice to see you showing up, Richard. All good, all good. So this is the
That's
book.
because I just sent him the link.
Oh, well. Sorry, Richard. I guess you're not to blame, huh? You know, Robin, military, she's got a unique military background.
Ain't that so?
Yeah. Late, making other people late, chewing on the screen.
Sorry, Richard.
So this book contains basically all of the information. I mean, I talked about how long I've been doing this. I've been doing this 28 years or more when you think about I was sending emails before I met Christy 28 years ago. So, and when I first read through this book, I was like, golly, how did he put all of my experience inside of this book? Like he picked it out of my brain and then enhanced it even better beyond what I had, because it's all there, all in one piece. And it just makes sense, and everything just clicked. And I think that's the same for all four of us. I think this book just brought it all together and was like, hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Wake up, do this, you know? So you're able to pick up this book down here, and this goes straight over to the book itself, because we've already captured your email most likely. And so we want to just give you this for you showing up. It's 183 pages. And I challenge most people to go ahead and read through the invisible step and then see if you can put the book down. I bet you can't. So talks a lot about some really cool stuff and about purpose. I mean, you know, what if a honeybee didn't make honey? What if he just went off and did what like humans do and do whatever they felt like today? How chaotic would the world be? So that will hook you in. And then to show you what we're offering then is our surprisingly lucrative formula is our 3,000 per month formula here. And what you can get in here is the Freedom Now bundle, which includes our builder and something we call the Freedom Launchpad, which is more instructions and in-depth training and exactly how to set up these pages and templates for these specific pages that we're going to be showing a few things of. And then of course your autoresponder, and our autoresponder is the actual, I call it the auto magic machine, right? It's what's behind the scenes that actually traps the emails and then sends them all out. And then also you can replicate this same page, and that's how all of us are connected to this same page, is by through that replicating link, and it tells you exactly how to do that once you have your step 1 and step 2 done. So that's what we have here that we offer. And again, this whole setup is what was it, $47, and it pays at 80% commission. $25 of that is every single month, because that's your builder. You know, there's some other builders out there. And I was actually looking at one the other day that's just a membership platform, and it started at like $197, $247. It went up to like $400 a month, depending on how many people you have in your membership. And our funnel builder does memberships also included with the $25. No limit how many members there are. And I'll show a little bit more of that as we go too. But so, and then of course we have chat down here at the bottom. If you have any questions tonight, go ahead and send us a question in the chat and let us know you're here. And I'll come back over and let Richard give a little talk. Richard, in case you don't know, we're talking about the #1 killer in your business, and that's the typical not collecting leads, and why we actually need a funnel builder and something to capture leads with. So that's what the discussion is tonight. You can go ahead and introduce yourself and tell your story.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Richard Harrison. I'm sorry that I was late getting on here tonight. I had some other things going on, so it wasn't Robin's fault. Okay, so had to tend to my grandmother's garden as well. So when I get in, I have to do a little work on that. But as Jim was talking about, your email list is your business. Okay. Without an email list, you really don't have a business. I look at, a lot of people selling these high ticket items, which is good. Okay. But if you're not building an email list, then how are you going to reach other people? How are you going to cultivate a list? And especially if you're building a list, it should be of people of your ideal audience, your ideal customer. Who do you want to work with? A mistake that I made in the past was just building a list, especially through solo ads, of people who weren't really interested in what I had to offer. And if you can build a list of people who are interested in your offer, who's going to open up your messages, who are engaged with you, then you have a much better chance of success. So having an email list is crucial. I've seen some people talk about you don't need a funnel, you don't need to build a list, just market on social media. If Facebook shuts your account down, you're done. Now you're starting all over again. Facebook shut my ads account down. It didn't shut my account down, but it did shut my ads account down. I didn't try to get it back. YouTube, Google shut my ads account down. After 3 months, I reapplied, got it back. But even if YouTube, and I love YouTube, if YouTube shuts my account down, all of that hard work I have done, okay, to build that audience on YouTube, and if they're not on my list, it's just gone. It's gone. And so you must be building an email list. And just like Jim showed in that book, a lot of people complain it's 183 pages long. That's just too much information. No, it's not. It's the right amount of information. You don't have to try to suck it all in at one time. The first 12 pages of that book put a whole new shift, the invisible step, because Louis, I finally realized that was what was missing. It wasn't the product. It wasn't the funnel builder. It wasn't the service. It was here. All I thought about, make money, make money, make money. And I never thought about serving. And that invisible steps, it just rechanges, it changes your whole mindset on how to go about this business. Okay. And like Jim, like Louis, like Robin, hey, I've been doing this for a long time. Okay. I've been doing this for years. Okay. Made a little money, didn't make money, failures, some success. But it wasn't until, first of all, I bought some of Russell Brunson's stuff. So, hey, but when I got his stuff, I still didn't read it because the book was too thick. It's too long. You can't read all that. But then when I got Nick's book, 183 pages, and then I look at Russell's books or whoever, the same concept, the same principles, everything. And you're getting this book. Yep, I got that. That right there, the trilogy. You're getting this book completely free, given to you as a proven blueprint so you can achieve the success that you want. That's powerful. If you don't have the book, get the book. Jim said it. When you read the first 12 pages, you're not going to be able to put it down. I read that book, I think it's 3 times now. And each time I read it, something different. Wow, I was missing that right there. I was missing it. How to email my list. If you're on a bunch of lists like I am, I get a bunch of promotional emails. Hey, open up. You're going to miss out, blah, 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 and all of this old types. But when you can nurture that list, provide value to that list, and sell to that list, it's going to happen for you. So you must be building a list at all costs, because I wasn't at the time, and I was trying to sell any and everything to any and everybody who bought. Okay, but now my focus is building an email list because it is the only asset that you as an entrepreneur in this online business world own. Nobody can take that from you. That is yours. Okay. Now they have the right to unsubscribe. Good. See you later. Bye-bye. You're not my audience. That used to bother me, Robin. People unsubscribe from my list. Woo, you know, it used to bother me. But now, hey, see you later. I even give you an invite to unsubscribe. It's down there on the bottom.
I remove them myself. I'm like, you're not. Yeah, like, remove.
Exactly. And so this is
that
what
one
you're
used
going
to-
to learn in the Home-Based Business Academy. Everything that you want, everything that you need is in the Home Business Academy. And that's no joke. I feel that way about it. You know, somebody
I just
tried
wanted
to,
I wanted to add to something when you're done. That I don't want to interrupt you too much.
somebody tried to offer me the other day another program. Put your money in, get 2.6% on your money. Don't even bother. You can't sell me nothing else. If anything, I'm gonna try to sell you HBA. You know, and I love it, Jim, when they come at me. A lot of people can't stand it. I love it when they come at me because I'm gonna flip the script, you know. But I'm done. I'm good. Thank you.
Go ahead, Louis.
So, I have one on the mindset. You know, I think a lot of people that come into this space come in that they want to make money, and that's the only thing that they're focusing on. Is maybe it's because they need it, right? Maybe it's because, you know, they're struggling and they're looking at this to fix a problem in their lives, and it's not a quick fix. Anytime when you're coming into that point in your life. Nick's book, you know, I'll get to Nick's books in a minute. So around the mindset, if you can, you know, you're going into business because you believe in the product that you're promoting. You know, that's the reason why, you know, we believe in helping entrepreneurs have their freedom. It's wonderful that we can make a decent amount of money from, you know, as we build from that, but you got to separate the money away from it in whatever you're doing. Because if you're only doing it for the money, and you're not living, you're just being a slave and chasing something, and you don't have the passion around it. So you need whatever your niche is. We've mentioned that word. Whatever your niche is, it has to be the niche that resonates with you. The four of us, our niche is doing this, is helping other people, you know, establish. And if it's sometimes coaching like this and talking about some of the mindset things that go into this, is that you have to separate the money. It will come, but if you put it there first, it will never come. And I know there's a bunch of cliches and a bunch of statements around that you can make around that, you know, about chasing things, but don't try to put the money aspect on the back burner. If that's the only thing you're after, this may not be for you. And I'll talk like Richard would, unsubscribe, you know, because it's not going to work. Now back to the book. It's 185 pages. It is. We've all, I think, been in different things, have paid a lot of money for the exact same information. But it wasn't until Nick's book and the presentation of it, if somebody joins, is that he breaks it down. At this step, read the first 12 pages. It's big print. If the first 12 pages don't rock your world, all right, then unsubscribe. Don't go any further because it might not be for you.
That's a dope email, Louis.
Huh?
That's a dope email. If if you read these 12 pages, they don't rock your world, then unsubscribe. I need to write that down.
Right. And it's free.
Put that in the chat.
Right. Well, and it's free. So anyway, I picked that up from our mastermind right here, and what you were saying, Richard. Thank you very much, you know, for sharing and bringing that to mind. That's what these things are all about.
Sir.
That used to be my biggest problem, is when somebody would send me an email and say, please remove me from your list. there's an unsubscribe on the bottom. I'm not removing you from my list. Remove yourself. I got one just the other day and I was like, okay, I'll do it. I don't mind whatsoever. Get off my list. You know? I know what we got, you know, and like you were saying too, it's hard to even look at anything else. My shiny ball syndrome, that problem of just collecting new programs just has evaporated because there's nothing else. There's nothing else I've ever seen with the heart and the passion that we have here. There's products, right? I mean, it's a funnel builder. Let's be honest. It's a funnel builder. It's a great funnel builder. It's a great funnel builder. I really like it. It's super simple. I can build stuff so fast with it, but it's the community and it's the heart and the passion of the leaders that really keep us around, you know? And I wanted to say too, and I'm sure I say this probably every week, but all four of us are here and none of us are making commissions off of each other. We all just do this to help each other out because this is our passion. This is what we love, what we love to do. There was one other thing. Let me see if I can circle back to it that I wanted to mention. Shoot, I don't know. But we talked about your niche a couple of times, and I wanted to elaborate on that too. It's a little tiny bit off topic of what we're actually talking about tonight, but your niche is so important to dial down as far as you can, because the more specific you get, the more likely you are to get your customer to actually open and read your emails. And I want to show the power of that real quick because something I did today, I decided I was going to clean up my emails and clean up Christy's emails because I just recently went to 2 different email accounts and I wanted to clean up the accounts and show, you know, get rid of all those people that don't open their emails. So Christy's email is, and I'll go into how she collects an email before I go and actually show it. But so I'll share my screen. This blew my mind. That's why it came up and I really wanted to just show this. So the way that Christy collects an email is she has a group. So she's pre-building her audience, right? And this is something that Nick talked about a little while back. She's pre-building her audience, and her audience is women who sell cakes from their house. They have home business bakeries. So there's this thing called a cottage law where you can make up to, each state has their own law, but you can make up to $200,000 from your house without having to be inspected as a bakery. And then you can just sell cakes from your house. So what Christy did was she made a group that targets those people and then gives them information around that topic. And then so one of her capture pages is about how to learn how to chocolate cover strawberries. And so her capture page is dipping strawberries, learn the key steps for creating the perfect chocolate covered strawberries from start to finish. When she gives our little welcome message inside of her group, she says, come over here and pick up your free dipping strawberries tutorial. And then, I mean, the people come and join her list, right? So when they click on this link, it comes over here and it says special offer, 100% off, register. So right here, they register into her business for a free basic membership to her website, which gives them access to her tutorials. And then inside of her tutorials, she's got all these other things that's going on. Now, she only emails these people 1 time a week. Every Tuesday, she emails them and says, hey, this week's new tutorial is out. Come over here and check it out. And then like this week, it was picking the best strawberries. So she did this whole strawberry basics, talked all about strawberries, strawberry shortcake recipe. And I'll tell you, I wish you guys had smell-o-vision tonight because this house smells like strawberry shortcake.
I'm so greedy. I got smell-o-vision. I smelled that, everything. I already ate that in my mind. I was like, wow. That looked amazing.
I took this little nap and
I just planted 25 strawberry plants. I've got a couple of months before mine are ready.
Look at that.
So, right. And then, so she shows all how, you know, if you're wanting to sell strawberry shortcake, this is the way to learn how to sell strawberry shortcake, right? It shows every step, how to freeze them, fabulous strawberry muffins. I mean, we're talking value, right? But then at the end of her email, it's register for your basic membership in case you haven't yet. And Wednesday, yes, last night, the gourmet chocolate covered strawberries masterclass is going on, where you get to come on and you do the class live with an instructor and actually cook along if you want. So then this is how she's making sales into her business. Her premium membership benefits are $19.99 a month. You get unlimited class replays, the recipe vault, the website assistance. I mean, she sends out a t-shirt like Russell Brunson, right? He talked about how he sent t-shirts to everybody to start to build his community, a cookie scribe and a magnet. All that just to say, though, this is the way that you need to target your market. You need to give them what they're looking for, and then they'll come in and they'll order your product. So, and then she's got another one that she does, the same kind of concept here, all the same work up to it, only this is for Lucky Charms gourmet cookie tutorial. And then the same thing, they register for an actual basic membership. So back to the email that I was talking about. So I went into her account today. My leads are dwindling, right? Every day they're getting to be less and less and less and less. I actually deleted some today because I tried to transfer them to my new account and I can't because Get Response says they're too similar to what's in this account. I'm like, yeah, trying to transfer them. But anyways, she has 5,478 targeted people on her list, right? And I was like, so let me go in here. And I mean, this list is getting pretty big. So I'm like, we need to find out how many people are not opening. And I've never done this with her list before. I just want to throw that out there. So I went into her contacts. And I first was like, well, you know, her list is pretty targeted. So let me go back a little ways. And so I added this condition and I did contact actions. Last open date is before, and I went back 3 whole months to February 20th, right? And what this is going to do is it's going to pull up the amount of people that have not opened one single email in 3 months since they've been on her list, right? Mine is usually pretty high because our targets are not very targeted because like Richard said, we're all getting leads and stuff from solo ads and wherever the heck we can get people at because, whatever the reason is. So I push this button and I'm like, something's got to be broke.
That is wild.
5,400 people, and she has no one that hasn't opened her an email in the last 90 days. So I was like, golly. So I came in and I was like, okay, well, I normally delete mine. I start deleting them. I think I deleted 150 or something today that was 60 days out. So I was like, let me check this out. So I did just 60 days back. There's only 14 that haven't opened an email in the last 60 days.
Shoot, at this point, might as well just leave everybody on, do a health check every now and then.
So like I say, this is a little bit off the topic, but I just wanted to show that because it's so powerful that if you get that niched down to the point, these people are hungry, right? And so they're coming and they're looking, and even only 30 days out, there was only, no, that ain't right. That's only today. That ain't right. Nobody's opened an email today because she didn't email today. There's only 385 that haven't opened in the last 30 days. Out of 5,478 on her list. So she's got a pretty active list there. And that also goes to show, and Robin went away, but I accidentally emailed her list because it's inside of my Get Response, and I got a whole bunch of unsubscribes, and I got a whole bunch of complaints for spam because, well, my email wasn't even spammy, right? But it wasn't to the target market. And man, they chewed me up. Get Response is like, what are you doing? And I was like, no, it was an accident. I even sent an email like immediately, like I got an email in an email account and I was like, why did I get that? I shouldn't have got that in this email. And so I went and I sent an email real quick and I was like, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to send this out to you. I ended up getting like 70 complaints, spam complaints on that one email. And I was like, you got to be kidding. So these people, they're nasty about their email, but they're opening their emails. And the open rates are pretty high. So I'm not sure if I can see the open rates on hers. Here's mine in the low percentages. And then here's one of hers, 43% to a small portion. 16%, and I don't think I have very many of hers actually in here. 11% here. So pretty decent open rates. 23%. Oh, that's the one I sent out. I was sorry. So sorry. 23% still opened it, but it boosted mine up to from that 1% up to 13.97%. All right. So that's a lot of sharing on that, but I thought it was really interesting information that, we really talk about niches a lot. We talk about finding your target market. We talk about, if you can, and I say before too, when one of our first businesses we started a personalized gift business, and I didn't know about this target marketing thing. And so I thought, well, our product is people who have names, right? So that's who we targeted. We targeted people with names. That's everybody. But we learned pretty quickly that you have to target closer than that if you actually want to sell to somebody. So target as specific as you can. Go ahead, Louis.
No, I was saying, yeah, that was pretty broad. That was a pretty broad. That's like doing the postcard mailers, or this is a shotgun approach, and as long as you get it cheap, you might make some money.
Well, and that's the thing with solo ads, right? That's the problem with solo ads, is it's a lot like sending out a shotgun blast of postcards, because who knows who it is, they're effective sometimes they're effective, but they don't give you much actual direction on building your product. So now I want to show a few more things about what the builder is capable of building, and then we'll get into some closing here because we're getting close to time and people have to leave. Hopefully this is getting some real good value out there. I think that last segment, even though it was a little off topic, I think it was probably pretty powerful for some people. So Louis talked about flags for front lines. And one of the cool things about this is just how simple it is to build, right? Every page, as you see, looks like the last page. That's Louis's son, Michael. And so it's just really simple. It's a simple page, but if you're building a simple page, there's no reason to pay $10,000 to have somebody build it. A friend of mine built a simple page, which is only like 2 or 3 pages, and then his membership area. And it cost him like $3,500 to get it built by a professional website builder. And I tried to tell him the whole time. He even had an account with the funnel builder, and he's like, I just don't have the time. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, do what you got to do, but I could build your page today. But I don't do that. I don't build pages for people. I was willing to teach him how to do it, but
so scroll down to the bottom.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm talking about. Like flags for front lines is nothing, but if you scroll to the bottom, right there, and click on powered by HBA Funnel Builder, that should take you to the funnel builder. And so if somebody wanted to build a site and say, how do they build this site? We can have that jump over to another page that talks more about capture pages and all that, and get their email and stuff. But that's for people that, hey, if somebody buys it, then mine is free, right?
Right. Well, and that's the same, like this is my video game site. And I have some stuff in here, and I have some videos and some screenshots, right? But the same thing down here at the bottom, I say powered by HBA Funnel Builder. This is how I made $12K part-time last year, helping others make money while playing video games. You could too. So these people are coming here from inside my game, and they might see that. They might just sign up, right? Now, that's, like Louis is saying, that's pretty subtle marketing, but nonetheless, I wanted to show this other page too, because it kind of reminded me of what Robin was saying earlier on about collecting leads from like a music page or something like that. This is not a funnel builder page, but I just wanted to show the concept here. And it's the same kind of way. Here, they're giving away free Thai recipes, a Thai cookbook, receive a new Thai food recipe every week, spice up your dinners with some great exotic dishes. And this guy was on a call the other night and was saying how many leads he was picking up doing this. And then I'm sure somewhere along the lines, he's selling, his recipe book. And he's doing the same thing here with his email marketing system. He's selling through that page right there. So those are just a couple of other versions, ideas. I wanted to come back over here. Check our comments real quick. All right. So again, if you're here and you're interested in what we're talking about, you want to see the funnel builder, click this button right here, go through the steps and get your funnel builder set up. Get in touch with whoever sent you here, and they'll help you with some startups. We all have a little bit different techniques on how we send training to our new members and how to get you started. When you do sign up, you're going to get the Funnel Builder Academy also along with your purchase of the Funnel Builder. This is included for the $25 a month, and this includes, watch these 3 first videos, welcome, start here, join our private community like we talked about for a little bit, the 3 simple steps to building any business online, your funnel builder setup. So you're going to have your how to set up your domain, your autoresponder integration. Now you're gonna purchase both of those here on this page, but then you'll set it up with the instructions inside of here. And then there's all kinds of Q&A, like how to build stuff, exit pop-ups. All this stuff is all included. And they're all videos that walk you through each step of them. They're short videos. Oh, I remember what it was I wanted to ask. Robin had to go. As you were talking about how long the Russell Brunson books are, because here's one of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can see I've read actually about half of it. Of one, I've read about half of all of them. It was interesting because it bubbled up in my mind. Well, how many times have you read the 30-minute workday book? It's 180 pages, and then you said you've read it 3 or 4 times, and I was like, see, I knew it. Because I read it over and over and over, and I was like, man, there's so much information in here. When I started Corey, he passed away in a car crash. You might know his name, Richard. He's been around. Corey Rudel, yeah.
Yeah.
When I started, I got his purple books, and they're about this
too.
They're about this thick too, and I still have them, and I still go through them.
I can't find mine.
Yeah, because there was so much amazing information in those books. He was a multimillionaire, and he died in a car accident, and that was a rough time. I was so sad because I was like, all of that, and then you end up getting.
He was actually one of the first person's product, other than a network marketing company, affiliate marketing product that I ever bought, that I invested the amount of money in that I invested at that time. And no sooner, like you said, as soon as I got the book and was getting into it good, the news came. I'm like, on the, over the internet, he passed away in a car accident. He was riding with a friend on a racetrack, and he's gone. Yep.
I still have his books, and I've gone through them several times too, and they're thick, but there's so much information in there, and it's still amazing because I think that Nick has compacted all of that information into a usable 183 pages. It's like almost, I don't understand, like how it's all there.
Well, and stuff like our capture page builder, our funnel page builder has made it so much simpler. As we've gone on, it used to be you had to build something in WordPress and things didn't link up right and all that stuff. And now you have these tools that you can take those concepts, and what makes 185 pages is like, I don't know if Nick's person, we talk about niches, the ones he's talking to are ready now. They're like us. We've been working in this industry, and we've seen variations of the material, and then all of a sudden here comes Nick and he puts it all out there in plain English.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wow, and it doesn't need to be large. It just needs to be in speaking English, written, and from the heart,
Mm-hmm.
and that with the right tool. So here's what you do. Here's how anything in life works in business, and say, hey, by the way, here's a tool that will do all that for you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to set up, you have to work, but here's a tool that will do it for you. Here's a tool that will take your dream of being the best. I'll talk about a hammock. There's a company here. I don't know if people know the site LoopNet, where if you're looking to buy a business or something, you can go to LoopNet and see what's out there, whatever. So there's this hammock company that's in this podunk town, smaller than the town I'm in. They've been in business for 20 years and they're selling it for, I don't know, 300,000 or whatever. But they make hammocks. They make handmade hammocks. They've got like 5 employees. They're making really good money, right? But you can take a business like that and use a way to get them on the internet and manage it all through, if you read Nick's book, okay, I need to find my audience. How do I do to communicate with my audience and engage them? And then, if I have something that they want, they'll buy it from me. Build like trust.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter what it is, it could be flags, it could be baking stuff, it can be a musician, whatever it is, you need a way, you need a presence. And we started off tonight of talking about the number one thing that marketers, a mistake that they make online. They do not have their own capture page and their own list.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My daughter signed up and years ago for those nails, whatever, those nail wraps, right? And like everybody, she's gonna make a fortune with it, right? Well, they're all sending their people right to the company, right? They're promoting just the company affiliate and their name after it, and they built up traffic or whatever, and they send people there, and then the company folds or something else comes out that's better or whatever, and they're no longer doing it, but now they're starting all over again, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're promoting our funnel builder and we'll share other tools that we use. But if something changes in the industry or something new comes along, we're already communicating with our people.
Mm-hmm.
So we can say, they just made this awesome upgrade, and it does this feature. You might not even, and we can communicate that because we have built, our own capture page and our own email list, right down to a little pizzeria here in town. Everybody could use, needs a capture page and a way to communicate. And without it, you're not building a business.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. You're going to be one and done. You're going
That's
to,
it.
Especially if everything you're doing is sharing on Facebook, because one day Facebook is going to be replaced.
Yep.
Or
even Facebook right now, we know of one guy that's in HBA. All he was using was his profile to reach out to a certain audience to bring them in HBA. He wasn't running ads. They shut his profile down. He went from number 231 to just gone almost. And so now he's trying to restart on another platform, which is still owned by Facebook. You see what I'm saying? So here's the thing. I have John over here and Becky over here. I know what they want. And when I'm writing an email, when I'm doing any kind of video, I'm talking to John and I'm talking to Becky. I'm not talking to anybody else. John and Becky are home-based business owners working from their home. They're having some success, but they want more success. They want to serve more people. That's my statement. That's who I'm trying to reach. Before, it was just any and everybody. If you wanted to make money, and I come to realize something, Jim and Louis, y'all can attest to this. If you bring in people into the HBA or whatever you're doing that just want to make money, they don't know what they're doing, you just got a headache. Even Russell Brunson wrote in the, I think the .com secret talked about he didn't want to get out of bed. He felt sick. And he didn't know why, but it was because he was serving the wrong people. He found himself telling them how to get a domain, how to set the domain up. And that, when I was in this other program, this other funnel builder, I spent a lot of time doing that. It wasn't fun, but I wanted to help people. I wanted to serve people, so I did it. But look at what it was doing to me. It was taking time from me actually doing activities to grow my business, because I was spending a lot of time on one-on-one Zoom meetings, on the phone, walking people through steps that were to me at the time elementary, because I had been in the system for so long. But here's the thing. When you target people who are already network marketers, who are already affiliate marketers, maybe they're using another system, that's less time that you're going to have to spend with them, simply because if they have used this funnel builder and that funnel builder, coming into HBA is going to be like, I love cookie and cream. So I'm just going to say cookie and cream ice cream, because they're going to get in, they're going to learn it, and they're going to learn it just like that, simply because they already know. So network marketers, affiliate marketers, even e-commerce, those are my target market. Those are the people I'm going after. Those are the people I want. I don't have to babysit. I'm serious. I don't have to babysit. Now, there are some people that come through that get in the cracks that I do have to babysit, but you have to prove to me that you are willing at least to go in and first try it for yourself. And if you can't do it, I'm not trying to go in and try one time. Try it. If you run into a big issue, hey, contact me, or I can take you into the back office of the HBA and point you over to Jim. Jim in Francisco,
Well, right. Somebody can pay for that. I mean, that's the 80-20 rule, right? 20% are going to be your good customers, and the 80% going to be your headache, right? And that doesn't matter. That you hear that in all kinds of businesses, right? And you find, if you really sit down and you look at the models, it's exactly that. You know what? We have systems in place through the funnel builder that adds all that education there, and you can watch, just like when Paul or Mike roll out a new system, and something that's new and improved, they shoot a video of it, and guess what I can do? I can watch the video and pause it. And they're so good that if you get stuck on a specific point, they said at 7 minutes, they try to keep the video short and they'll break it up. But sometimes you can't always do that. And at 7 minutes, you can find out how to do this. And you go there, hit pause, go to the other screen, enter it in. Okay, did that step. Go to the next step. All right. If people aren't willing to go those steps, then if people aren't willing to go through those steps on their own, if you get stuck on one of those steps, and that can happen, then I'm with you. Let's do a screen share. Let's see where But if you haven't even gone through that video,
Right.
you know, Jim and I have talked. It's like this person may end up going because we don't have time for that. We want we're entrepreneurs, freedompreneurs. And my son even said this because we want time freedom. We want to own our time.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're helping people. We're spending our time tonight, masterminding, sharing tips. Hopefully helping people out because we so enjoy it. And this is our club. This is what we do.
Right. And to your point too, the communities too take care of that, which is also a great resource. If you do get stuck, you have a community that you can send a quick email to, quick message to, whatever you want to call it. Then we have our Monday night masterminds that help with that as well. And then what I try, like I had a new guy come in the other day, and I wanted to remind him, look, I'm not saying I won't help, like Louis saying. What I'm saying though is, if I show you where to go find the information, it's a whole lot easier for you to show your next person where to go to find information. And that way you also don't feel like, man, Jim helps me all the time. Jim does this for me. Jim does this for me. I can't do all that. Like I don't have the time to do all that. I have a lot of time and I really like helping people. So I will hop on a Zoom, right? But I'm sitting here bored all day long playing video games because that's all I got to do is help people make their websites and stuff. But but I say all that because even though this particular platform isn't a team build per se, the more you can keep your team in the company, the longer you're going to make commissions, right? Exactly. So I still want to show that duplication process. I still want to show that, hey, this is simple because all you got to do is lead your people over to this video. You don't have to know step by step how to do something. You only have to learn it enough, like Louis saying, just to do it. And most of it, you'll never really do a second time anyways. You'll set it up and then you won't have to worry about doing that again. So,
hey, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an independent agent for a big company. And I mean, it's a big company. And I have a manager that's helping, right? But I'm responsible for all my own time. I'm responsible for my own training and knowing what I have to do. All right. Now, I asked about getting a license in another state. And he said, remember the other day I showed you how to find people in the system? I said, yeah. He goes, look up this person and ask them. And when I first started, he was like, I'll get that information for you and send it to you. Now it's, remember this? Go ask that person. Instead of, I'm going to spoon feed you. I'm no longer spoon feeding you. You need to, to do this. And I'm just saying that that's the way it is, even in big business, when you're an entrepreneur, you need to take full accountability. You're not going to take full accountability, and I'm going to be harsh, if you're only doing it for the money, right? And you don't love what you're doing, all right? You're not going to take accountability. You're just not going to. You won't be able to force yourself to take accountability. And I wish you the best of luck. Because you will find something. Keep looking. If you're looking and you stayed with us for this hour and 13 minutes, that's what I did. I look and I look and I look, and one thing kept leading to another and leading to another until it's like, this is what I want to do. This is it, right? But if you're only looking at the money, and there was a lot of years, they're only looking at the money, oh man, I built this big network and look how much money I can make a month. Yeah, but you have to work. You do know that, right? You have, oh, well, I don't really enjoy that. Well, then it's not for you because you're only chasing money.
Right. One of the things I did, and then this will be the last thing I said, I told you I got my people. I got my target audience. Okay. I got my target audience. But Russell Brunson talks about this. I made a statement. I wrote out a mission statement. And this is what it is, Jim and Louis. If I can get enough people, if I can get people to believe that residual income is the only way to have true financial freedom, you see what I'm saying? And the only way they can get it is through the Home Business Academy. They don't have a choice but to give me money. That's my statement. That's my focus. Because let's look at it. You can do the one-time sales. 2,000, 3,000, boom, that's good. But guess what? If you don't do it the next day, if you don't do it the next month, you just made that $3,000. But if I can get 25 people paying $120 a month, that's $3,000 what? Residual income. I can go on vacation. I'm not doing nothing today. And guess what? I haven't done anything this week. If you look at the leaderboard, Richard is gone. I'm serious. Look at it. I'm not there. I've had a cold. I couldn't talk. I couldn't do videos. That's why I didn't say anything Monday night. I'm finally just now tonight able to talk without coughing over and over and over again. And it still comes up a little bit. But I'm not there. But because I know who I'm talking to, you have to know who you're talking to. You have to know where they are. You have to know the bait that you're going to get them into your world. But you also have to know the result, not for yourself, but the result you want to get them. And if I can get people to believe that residual income is the only true way to financial freedom, other than investing it in assets, which we teach you that too in FLA, you know, and that HBA, the funnel builder, or the Home Business Academy is the only way to do it. They don't have a choice but to give me money. If I knock down the big domino, all the other dominoes fall. It's in the book. I'm
Right.
just saying.
No.
But if you read Nick's book, it's the same thing. It's just
Right.
worded in a different way, but it is the exact same thing. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's all right. I wanted to elaborate on that and maybe adjust who you're targeting.
Exactly.
Right? Because there's a flaw in Jim Rohn said that he was going to help these people, even if it killed him. And he said, you know what? I almost died. Right? So there's this other company that said, we don't train our people to be nice. We find and hire nice people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we should all change our focus to targeting people that believe in residual incomes. Right? A few years ago, maybe, and this just bubbled up as you were talking about that, but a few years ago, Mike Hobbs, the co-founder of HBA, said, you know, what is one of the major things that you're hearing from people? And one of the things back then for me was, is this a pyramid scheme? Right? And Mike said, no, people don't really say that anymore. And I was like, what do you mean people don't say that? I'm getting that all the time. I don't get that anymore because I'm not spending time with people that believe in pyramid schemes. I spend time with people that understand what it is. So I don't have to make them believe in it. They already believe in it. So they'll give you money even faster because you don't have to teach them. So that's something just to maybe jot that next to your thing. Just target people that already believe in residual income and you don't have to get them to believe in it.
And that makes your marketing, your promotion a whole lot easier.
Right.
Because you're already targeting the people who know it's not a scam. It's not. There I go. I'm getting
right.
hot.
Right. Is it a scam? Well,
it is a scam and not a pyramid scheme. I'm not trying to swindle you out of your money, you know.
If we got to convince you that it's not a scam, you're probably not the right person.
Not
plain
the
and
right
simple.
person.
Unsubscribe.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
So anyways, let's go ahead and wrap up. I think we got a lot of valuable stuff out here tonight, and I'll go back here. And I know we talked about the book a lot, but the book is free. In the book, I'm telling you, and I'm sure you've heard it, the book will rock your world. And if it doesn't, unsubscribe, right?
Exactly.
And then go ahead and push this button, and if it loads up that other page, if it doesn't load up like this, go ahead and
what's going on?
refresh your screen real quick on this page. Just hit the refresh button, and you see these numbers up here. We'll code that in. So whoever sent you here will get credit when you push that button. But it should say $3,000 per month up there. And then you're on the right page. And that's how you get started with whoever sent you here. A lot of people send people here that's not just us four, because down at the bottom of this page, once you get your codes, you can put your codes down here, and you can actually create a replicating site off of this. And then you can use this sales page this Thursday night that we use every Thursday to actually make sales into your business. So you have us working for you also every Thursday night as being as part of our teams out there. So, so that's it. That's all we got for this week. Next week we'll come again and we'll figure out what we're talking about sometimes right before we go on live. So who knows?
And that's a good thing, because I didn't know what you all was talking about tonight, but when you have that knowledge, if you pop on like I did tonight, it's good. You can just jump right in. So and that's what you're going to learn with the HBA and all of us, not just Jim, myself, and Louie and Robin, but the whole entire community. So you're not just locked into whoever brings you in. Feel free to ask a question in the Telegram chat, or I think I haven't been on there in a while, but feel free to reach out to somebody, that's going to help you, and understand this. Not everybody that, some people can join, some people, and those people may just have gotten started themselves, so they don't know a whole lot. But if they can tell you to come in this group and ask the question, just do it. Just do it. We're all, I am still learning. There's a lot about this funnel builder I don't know. So I'm going to reach out to Jim, because the coding stuff he's doing at the bottom, I want to know how to do it. Put the code in here and create pages like this and, whatever. Louis knows some stuff I don't know, So I'm going to reach out to y'all. Just wait.
So right here in the training.
See, there you go.
Right here in the training is replicating pages.
See, that lets you know I hadn't been to it yet.
Creating a form for people to fill out that replicates their link.
Wow.
This is a little bit of advanced stuff. This is actually something that I created and mastermind with Mike. I mean, me and Mike kind of mastermind back and forth, and Mike got it working while we were on a live together. And then since then, it's just become a really powerful tool. So it enables you to link these pages together and replicate for your whole team. So it's really cool. But there is training, even as complex as that is. And when we were on that call, there was a few people that were like, why do we even need this? And me and Mike were like, you just don't understand why you need this. This is such powerful stuff. But he went ahead and put in a training on how to do it, because it is that powerful for those people that do want to do it.
So it lets you if you are, and I gotta go, but it lets you, if you're an affiliate marketer or network marketer or business owner of any type, that you're building a team and you want to help that team get started, lets them put their code on there so that they can send people to that page like we do. We send it all to Jim's page, but it's all coded for us. So we get the credit for it. Instead of you sending your people to somebody else's website, you don't get any of the credit for it. We wouldn't do it at all. You just wouldn't do it. So this allows a new person to say, okay, here's my HBA affiliate code, here's my get response, my autoresponder affiliate code, is this code. I put this in here. Now I get a URL that has it all in there.
Mhm.
And I send that to somebody or shorten it so that it makes more sense. Like I can say louisjolly.com/, TNL, Thursday Night Live. And then that page pops over and already has all my codes in it.
Mhm.
These guys have created the training on exactly how to do it. And guess what? It doesn't cost you anything. There's no extra.
Anything.
You want that feature? Oh, well, that's only
So-
for people. No, guess what? It costs you nothing.
Nothing.
It's
So-
right there. It's already there. And if you went down below, I think there's some coding in there on how to set up a Zoom and
Mhm.
share and to do all this stuff that we're doing now. It's all there, and it's free. It's included for $25 a month,
Mm.
and there's no you gotta have a subscription for a year to have that feature. No, it is $25 a month. If it doesn't rock your world, go find something that will rock your world.
Mhm.
Will rock your world.
So now I don't have to bother Jim. I just go watch the training.
Well, this is what I'd say to do, Richard. This is what I would say, because this is what I would do. I would say, go through it on your own
Exactly.
somewhere.
Yo.
Then you call Jim.
Well, that's all right. I'm gonna have this down before the weekend get here.
Right. Right.
Exactly. Because think about this, Neil. This will be the last thing I say. If any of you are doing YouTube videos, okay, and you're talking about the HBA funnel builder, this is something that you can show in a YouTube video that's going to, get people like, oh, I can do that. Take the training in HBA and do a YouTube video. Not saying you got to make it everything. You don't want to show them everything, but show them enough to get them in tight. I need that. And there you go.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
So,
And it's another thing too, that you're also pointing to a little higher level of person,
mhm.
like Russell Brunson said, he had to start changing terminology so that he would scare people away, basically. Like
Mhm.
they don't know what he's talking about. So,
right. Yeah, message, what they call it, message to market match.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And your message will determine who you attract.
Absolutely.
That's point blank.
Absolutely.
All right.
That's all. Have a good night, Louis. You got to go. So,
yeah.
Hey, we'll love to have you on our teams. We'll see y'all next Thursday.
All right. Y'all be blessed. Have a good night.
You too, man.